Rima was 13. Kaizuke was 13. And Naoko was 15 years old. All three died the same way: suicide. They were three of almost 600 minors in Japan who took their own lives within a year, most often because of bullying at school. Help is hardly available for them. But it can be found here, in this free alternative school in Tokyo. Traditional state schools are mirror images of society, says director Kaiko Okuchi. She maintains that state schools promote peer pressure and not the individual, and that students cast out by their peers no longer feel human.
In Japan, normal is considered a good thing. But what is normal? Here it's about the majority. We do not accept that each person is different, has individuality. It is different in the West.
Cyberbullying is also spreading in Japan through messaging apps like Line. In smartphone group chats, it is all too easy to target specific people. The messaging app is extremely popular with Japan's youth, with terrible consequences for some bullying victims. Line is based in Tokyo and boasts 70 million customers in Japan. But the suicides have been tainting the company's image, forcing it to respond by setting up an anti-bullying task force.
Children often spend many hours at a time on their smartphone, and at first most are oblivious to any danger. That's why they need to know that they can be targeted. They need to know about bullying.
Line employees lead discussions on moral and ethical questions, as well as messaging guidelines, in some 2,000 classrooms a year. But with hundreds of thousands of cases of school bullying being reported every year, a third of them online, more awareness is needed.
Many people feel hurt when people talk behind their backs. That's why I think you shouldn't do it.
In group chats, people can get upset if someone says something carelessly. That's no reason to immediately leave the group. It would be better to help those concerned.
Japan's schools are pressure cookers. Here, the continual tests and cramming for exams must be endured without complaint. The intense frustration generated by that pressure is often vented in the form of bullying. Parents who lose a child through suicide, like this father, receive little support from the state. Raising one's voice can result in being called a troublemaker in this group-oriented society.
Even today, the school asserts that there is no connection between suicide and bullying. They're just looking out for themselves. They never thought about the death of my son. They only thought about the trial.
He believes that bullying is being systematically hushed up, that teachers are turning a blind eye to protect their careers. Here in Japan, social harmony can seem more important than truth. But as long as the nation continues to be in denial, children will continue to take their own lives.